I don't.
The
I've done really
good
well.
news is that nobody really needs to come to the Christmas fair because Julie's done all their shopping for them. But Claire, look what I've just noticed. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Look at that. It's come off. Looks like a Raymond job. So if I do that, it's going to like spring. Well, all right. I'm slightly concerned it's going to come out and whack us.
I've got a mow past here, and it takes my hat off every time. So, secateurs.
Secateurs. I don't have any.
Is what you need. That's all right.
I know.
I brought you some. Of course I did.
Oh my gosh.
How cool are they?
They're so cool. But which way's up and which way's down?
So.
Okay, poor Steve. Poor me. Okay, Steve, I'm just no good at this. Wait, what is happening? What about this one right here? I'm just cutting off the ones that I'm stuck in.
I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, this is why we don't like to mow past.
Oh my gosh!
Welcome to Mapperton, our family home and estate in Dorset in the southwest of England.
Julie and I took over running Mapperton a few years ago from my parents, the Earl and Countess of Sandwich.
It's a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. This place is full of fascinating stories, extraordinary people, and endless repairs.
So please join our family on this journey of a lifetime as we put all our efforts into preserving this magnificent part of England's heritage.
Hi everybody, it is very exciting today because it is our first Mapperton Christmas Fair. We have been wanting to do this for a few years now, and then of course COVID, pandemic made it impossible. This year it is possible, and there he is. He's working the table. I'm telling everybody that look at the queue has started. We have sold nearly 700 tickets, so 600 tickets we were sold out, and then somehow we've sold a little bit more than that. I don't know how. And we know that there will be people on the day. So I think the number that we thought that we could manage was 800 because there'll be people walking in on the day. So it's going to be a really busy day. We've got all of the parking
The Sea Cadets, these are the Sea Cadets who come and do all of the parking here at Mapperton, for whom we're very, very grateful. And then we have Charlotte and Claire on the door. I was briefly on the door because people were arriving early and I wasn't sure what to do, whether to let them in or not.
Oh dear.
But I didn't.
So what we're going to do is, it's a really busy day. We're going to eventually show you some of the amazing stalls. Charlotte has put this whole thing together as far as organizing all of the stalls. We've got Emma and Poppy in the cafe. They have done a fantastic job just making sure all of the drinks and the food and the Guinness cupcakes, Emma's made the Guinness cupcakes, are there. So it's going to be a full-on, really, really fun day.
Absolutely brilliant things to buy.
Let's go look at the stalls before the bigger queue starts. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Please help support this important part of England's heritage by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Mapperton Live.
Many of you will recognize Furley Estate, and because they're literally 5 minutes over the hill. So Furley is who produces our Montague Cuvée, which we use for our weddings. And here today, we've got all the amazing wine. So lucky for me, I have a wholesale account, or I should say Mapperton has a wholesale account with Furley, which is brilliant. But they have won just tons of awards here. I mean, I have to say, I think I love all of these. My parents came here and we did a whole tasting. So I hadn't seen my parents for 2.5 years. We went to Furley, we did a tasting for 2 hours, and my parents, I think they brought home to America, they brought home the Chardonnay, and what else did they bring home? I think they brought home the Sea Pink as well, and then they brought home one of the rosés as well. So again, lovely, local, amazing winery, just literally over the hill from us. And now we're gonna go visit the star of the Mapperton Fair. Everybody recognize Claire. So Claire's usually behind the camera, and today you're on the camera.
I'm on the camera, yes.
This is brilliant. Okay, so Claire, tell everybody about your stall and what you and your mom do.
So, Mum and I and my sister.
And sister.
I wrote Dad in as well, so it's our proper family business. We do everything handmade, so pebble art, needle felt, key rings, cards, photography. So we try and do a bit of everything.
It's amazing. And I do notice that Stephen has snuck in here.
He has snuck in there.
Stephen snuck in
calendar.
with his Dorset calendar. So I think the big question though is, can we, you know that we've got a lot of, through YouTube, can people buy online?
They can indeed buy online. So yeah, I have my website, so everything will be added to the website.
Okay,
That's
so
an
we'll
ongoing
put
thing.
that up. That is
Yeah,
brilliant.
buy online.
This is so, and you do all this, don't you?
Yeah, so we do all of the needle felt things. So they are all completely fully woolly, no polystyrene inside, all handmade.
These are lovely. And Claire, are these your photos?
Yep, they're all my pictures as well.
So Claire is a wildlife photographer.
Yeah.
And these are all of Claire's
And then the ones
pictures.
behind me as well, they're mine as well.
These are lovely. These are
you.
gift tags. Oh my goodness.
And then we've got our eco wrapping paper as well.
Eco wrapping?
Yeah, so they're all hand stamped. So they're all slightly different and all eco-friendly.
And you made all these key rings, yes?
Yeah, all the key rings.
I kind of want to get a key ring. I want to get a key ring. I might have to get one for Emma and get a ladybird.
Yeah.
By the way, they say ladybird over here, not ladybug. So those of you watching from America, I actually do still say ladybug. So I might get a ladybug for Emma. So one of the things that Dorset is known for, and which I discovered, obviously coming from America, is they're known for, in particular, their cider. So to be honest, before in America, like I only knew like beer, wine, and hard alcohol, and then there's cider. And it's brilliant and it's amazing. So in one of the stalls we have here today is the Gardener's Orchard, and it's made at home. How amazing is that? In West Dorset. So this is fantastic. And then obviously this is cider cake. Yeah, very popular in Dorset, so cider cake. I'm definitely gonna get one of those. And then of course, amazing, delicious homemade fudge. So this is pretty perfect for stocking fillers, absolutely. So, and again, we love it, anything that's made at home and anything that's from West Dorset. So it's getting quite crowded here, which is great, but I'm obsessed with this. Okay, this is made from 100% recyclable plastic bottles. Yes, really. Look at this. I mean, incredible. So I think I'm gonna definitely be getting one of these, or even from these tea towels. So they've got tea towels here, lovely dishcloth here. I mean, this one's incredible. Oh, let's look at these, Stephen. Look at this. These are absolutely lovely, really beautiful. I'm slightly obsessed. Look at this rug. Oh my gosh, I might have to get this rug for somebody. But these are just, again, a few of the things that we have here at the Christmas fair, which is very exciting. There's a lovely stall over there too. Should we go check that out? So this is absolutely beautiful. This is Dorset wood. So all around here, this is old Dorset wood, and you've got your cheese boards. Oh, look at, there's Pippa. You've got your cheese boards, you've got some coasters. I mean, but how beautiful is this? I'm definitely gonna come back here and buy some Christmas presents, but maybe buy a Christmas present for myself. But I just love it that this is local, it's made from Dorset wood, and it's handmade. So I've done a lot of shopping today. I have the recycled blankets that I wanted to get. I have to remind myself. I've got some cheese. I have some brownies. I've got some spice in here as well. So I think we've done, I mean, I would want to buy at every single stall, to be honest, but that would be like 25 purchases. And I don't, I've done really well.
The good news is that nobody really needs to come to the Christmas fair because Julie's done all their shopping for them.
Okay,
so
I haven't.
You could have your own Christmas fair just for you, couldn't you?
I haven't.
Because you're about to go back
No,
and fill up the rest of the cart.
No, this is it. This is it.
What have
This
you
is
got?
a good. I've just said I've got brownies.
Anything for me? Brownies.
And
sounds like brownies.
Yeah,
to
this.
me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Some of it's for you.
Is it? Okay.
The hair.
So what do we think? Success? What's wrong with my hair? I just had it cut. I think it's looking rather dapper. Anyway.
Dapper. Okay, so I'm going to go put these inside and then I'm going to head back out because I want to Instagram every single stall and put them up on my
And hopefully
social
we're
media.
also going to put up some links to the ones that you've been at. So if they do have online shops or Etsy or anything like that, then people can click and find out more. Maybe we'll put some links in the description below as well.
Yeah,
What do you think?
absolutely.
Good
That's
plan.
what we're going to do. It's a
Okay,
good plan. I'm going to put
let's
these
go.
down.
Here we are outside Garden Cottage. Garden Cottage is our only holiday let on the estate, and it is used and enjoyed by lots of people who want to come and stay at Mapperton for weddings, for short breaks. We've got people coming over Christmas. And what I love about Garden Cottage is that it really has the best views because you're looking right down the valley, through the gardens, into the countryside, and it's incredibly peaceful and beautiful. And I think we've only got 5-star reviews, haven't we, Claire?
I think so, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And generally everybody who comes here has an absolutely amazing time. However, all is not what it seems, because Claire has the job of looking after Garden Cottage, and it's not always straightforward.
It's not always
is it?
plain sailing, no.
No. And the complications, Claire, of running the cottage are what? What are the things that make it difficult? Laundry.
Laundry and cleaning, I say, would be the hardest bits.
Yeah. Because there's so many turnarounds. And,
Yes, yeah. And wanting it to be the best for people.
Yeah.
You know, a cottage like this suffers with damp. It suffers with cluster flies.
Cluster flies. What are cluster flies?
They're just flies that seem to congregate in the windows, particularly the south-facing windows. So they're very hard to get rid of. You get rid of some and more immediately come.
But we don't want to put people off.
No, the cold weather should kill them off soon.
Anyway, let's go inside and have a look at some of the things that we
Yes.
think need doing. And there aren't too many, I don't think.
No?
Garden's in very good shape, thanks to Steve and Susie and the team.
Yeah, so here we've got our first problem, which I mentioned outside. In a house of this age, there's quite a bit of damp.
But because this house is built below ground on this side, you've just got damp coming through the soil. And so there's nothing really to be done. We just have to redecorate every so often. So
Yeah.
we just need to get a paintbrush out.
And this is the oldest. This is the oldest part of the house, isn't it? The house is
Yes.
2 ages.
So the house was extended by my parents, I think in about 1988 or something like that. And a second wing was created to enlarge it. This is a lovely room, isn't it?
It is.
What do we call this? Sort of the hall, really, isn't it?
Yeah, the entrance hall. It used to be a dining room.
Used to be a dining
hence
room.
the
But it
table,
is,
and
but
they
we've
do
got-
use it for dining.
It's a lovely
for holiday
table. I remember
cottages.
getting this table, and all of the chairs.
Around the breakfast table.
It's got 8 chairs, so
Yes.
people can gather those
Yeah.
and have a nice big meal
Yeah.
with a big open fire over there. That is a notoriously difficult
It's very
chimney,
smoky.
isn't it? Then we're into the sitting room, which I love because it's so light and it's got these fantastic views down the valley. In we go to
So
the kitchen, all kind of recently
Yeah,
redecorated and
probably the hardest wearing room of the house though, and I'd love to get a new hob That's the most difficult thing to keep clean.
Yeah, we really made a mistake with that hob, and it happened without me really knowing.
Yeah.
Because these, I don't know what they are, ceramic surfaces just get so dirty.
Yeah,
and what we really want is just a flat one.
Something that resembles the panel at the back.
Should we think about that for
Let's
this
do
year?
it.
And then we've got washer dryer. We're kind of selling the place, I think, now.
Yeah.
All
It's
mod cons.
definitely well equipped in here.
All mod cons we've got. Okay, let's head upstairs. Actually, before we go upstairs, we should just pop into the morning room. Now, all of these rooms were redecorated with Malcolm, who is the interior decorator who's helped us a lot at Mapperton.
Yes.
And so has helped choose all of the different things that we have in here. I don't think he'd be very impressed with this picture being
Slightly wonky.
slightly wonky. There we go. Is that better? Yeah. But this is a lovely room just to sit and have a bit of toast and marmalade in the morning.
People quite often use this as if they're coming for a week and they still need to do a bit of work. It's a nice place to come and hide away and do some work as well.
Yeah,
with the computer.
it's a good little study, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Claire, look what I've just noticed. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Look at that. It's come off. Oh God. Do you think, is that beyond me? Probably is. Looks like a Raymond job. So if I do that, it's going to like spring. Well, all right. I'm slightly concerned it's going to come out and whack us. This is the bridal suite, or the master bedroom, depending on whether you're a bride or a visitor. But if you look down here, you have the view right down through the arboretum and lovely afternoon sun, seeing all the changing colour of the leaves. Here's an interesting fact. Before Julie and I took over in the big house, we lived here before it was redecorated. Yeah. Look at this room and look at the lovely curtains that Malcolm has chosen. I think these are just magnificent. And super comfy beds. One of the things people always say about coming to stay at Mapperton is that our beds and our linens are superb.
Yeah.
We could let everybody into a secret as where we get them from, but we're not going to, because it's a Mapperton secret. If you come and stay, you will find out.
Yeah, but super comfy beds, and I think this is just the best spot of the entire house.
What, this one as opposed to that one?
The lovely window seat with the old window.
It's true.
It's just lovely.
And we could just sort of sit and get the sun on our backs.
Yep.
And
read a book.
Enjoy things.
Enjoy the view.
And it's totally quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, look at that. So we can sleep 5. There's a lovely, comfortable single in here. This is a really cosy little room for a little person. Because this house has been redone relatively recently, unlike most of the houses that we go into together at the end of tenancies, we haven't got a long list.
We haven't got a long list.
No, it's going to be quite doable.
Yeah.
And then lots of people will hopefully come and stay next year.
Yeah. And one of the best things I think about this house is the heating.
Because it's really warm.
Yeah.
And there aren't many places in Mapperton.
No, it's really snuggly.
It is, yeah.
It's good.
Great. Thank you, Claire.
For early access to these videos, behind-the-scenes content, and other benefits, please become a patron at patreon.com/Mapperton Live.
Hi, Steve.
Hello there.
I've heard through the grapevine, the very short grapevine here at Mapperton, that you're pruning.
I am, yes. Yeah, lots to do, lots of roses. Yep.
How many rose bushes are there at Mapperton?
That's a really good question. That's an impossibly hard question. A couple of hundred, I would think.
Oh my gosh!
There's loads.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
No, they're absolutely everywhere.
They're everywhere,
Yeah,
right?
they are.
And what
Yeah.
is it about Mapperton and roses? Because we're kind of, we're known for the Italian
Yeah.
gardens
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
arboretum, but roses, people come here to see them, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the English garden is absolutely synonymous with the rose, and so you can't really have a beautiful old manor like this without roses. And actually, we've got a really good collection here. The ones that are close to the house, we've got some really nice old ones.
Right.
So by old rose, I mean ones that have been grown for a couple of 100 years or so.
There really are old roses and new roses.
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah, absolutely. And the oldest roses that we still grow are sort of 400 years old in terms of the varieties and things. So they really are very old.
Oh my
and there's
goodness.
lots around from sort of the 1800s still. But more recently, there have been lots and lots of modern ones grown. So from the sort of 1920s onwards, there's been an explosion in them.
But how do you get? I don't understand. Like, how do you get modern roses?
Well, modern roses essentially are crosses, and so the original roses, we don't actually know where they originated. They're probably from the Near East or something of that sort. But
it's good to know.
Over the years they've just been crossed and crossed and crossed. There's probably 30,000, perhaps more. A lot.
I clearly do not have a green thumb because I called them a species of roses.
Well, that's okay. But
right, a variety. So how many?
About 30,000, perhaps more. A lot.
Okay, that is
there's
insane.
a lot. Yeah,
that's insane. Okay, but is this rosebush here old or new variety?
It's almost certainly a new one.
Okay.
But this is not the one I thought. Not the one I thought we'd prune.
Okay.
I thought we'd prune one over there.
Oh, great.
And there's a reason for this.
Okay.
And it's because it's sort of a far more interesting one to prune, and it's a bit of a beast as well.
Oh.
And so this is the one we're going to have a go at.
This is right. And so when you're pruning, Steve, you're pruning so to keep it healthy and obviously to get rid of this, right? The overgrown of it all, right?
Yeah, lots of reasons. So you prune it for health because you want to remove anything that's diseased or dead or looks, like it's going to die.
Right.
You want to increase the flowering is one of the main things you want to do.
Right.
Now, a rose left to its own devices, what it'll do is it'll send up a really big shoot and it'll flower at the top.
Okay,
And that's
gotcha.
because
envisioning this, imagining this. Okay.
And that's because the energy goes straight to the top and it puts on a flower, and that's great. But actually, what we want is we don't want one flower; we want tons of them.
Right.
And so here, because the garden cottage behind the garden in there is a private space, I thought it'd be fun to make a screen. So you can just about see in there the remains of last year's screen. And so what it does is it sort of goes up and over it. It's
very
an archway.
cool.
And so what we're going to try and do is to build a screen. We're going to take off basically anything that comes out this way and anything that goes the other way. If we were doing more of a 3D form, we could bring it out over here as well. But the problem with that is I've got to mow past here, and it takes my hat off every time, or it takes my ears out and things. It's quite a nasty rose. So really, I want to keep it relatively flat.
Okay. So are we gonna?
I thought we should.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yeah. So secateurs.
Secateurs. I don't have any.
Is what you need. That's all right.
I know.
I brought you some. Of course I did.
Oh my gosh.
How cool are they?
They're so cool. But which way's up and which way's down? I have no.
So those are kind of unusual ones.
I
have to admit.
Are these vintage?
Yes, they are.
Because you know how much I like vintage clothes. That is. Do you collect vintage secateurs?
Yeah, I do.
That's brilliant. Okay,
So,
what year were these from, do you think?
I reckon 1930s.
That's my year. That's my favorite year.
There you go. So,
oh my gosh.
So most of them you get now are just like scissors.
Yeah.
But that's got a really interesting and different mechanism to it.
Beautiful. Okay, can you show me how to, it's really beautiful. 1930s is my.
So there's a button there on the side which releases a hook.
Yeah.
And then rather than being like a scissors, it sort of chops a blade through there. Isn't that cool?
That is so cool. So Steve, let me do my first snip.
Yeah. So.
Where do I snip?
Where do we even start? Yeah, we're just going to start to shorten some of these so we can see where we are and what we're up to.
Okay.
Yeah,
really?
Chop it.
Okay, it's my first time. Oh my gosh, that's it?
That's it.
I love that. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay.
So.
Okay, poor Steve. Poor me. Okay. So like this one is like annoying me.
Yeah.
So can I get it?
Yeah, chop it.
Okay. It's like.
So we're just going to sort of start to make ourselves some rooms so we can operate in here without getting.
Oh my gosh, you're so fast.
Oh yeah, well, there's lots to cut.
Something like behind. I think my hair is stuck on one behind me. Is that right? Is there one? How come? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
This one here as well can go.
What? Okay, so wait, this one here, this one, you're sure?
Yep.
Where would you recommend it cutting back to?
Really, we want to cut it right back down to here somewhere.
So like there?
That's it, yeah.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I mean, I would be here literally for like a year. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everybody, I'm literally thorned up. Look at he's caught, like Steve is caught, like, Steve, I'm just no good at this. Wait, what is happening? Okay.
Honestly, it takes a bit of time, but once you get rid of the...
What about this one right here? I'm just cutting off the ones that I'm stuck in.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Right. So how about this one?
Where does that one go? That one goes straight up. Yeah, that one can go.
Oh my God. Okay. Hold on, Steve.
Oh yeah, that one goes
really?
right over and through the back. So
Oh my
that's
God.
No, you still
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My left arm is stuck in the thing.
Hang on, hang on.
He's gonna free me.
I have to chop you out of there.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, this is why we don't like to mow past.
No! Oh my gosh. Oh my God. It's like if anybody suffers from claustrophobia, you can get claustrophobia. Okay, Steve, I don't think I'm really that much of help here. Am I? A little bit?
Yeah,
cut like
of course.
3. He's cut like
sort
15.
It's sort of once you get past the sort of initial bits that are trying to take your head off, it gets a bit easier.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to leave you with this job. So I'm really glad I had my hand at this and got tangled up, and you saved me from my left arm being amputated by the thorn bush.
Yeah.
But I am going to hang these up for now.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
going to give them back to you.
Next time.
Next time. I do have a, listen.
Oh, yeah,
Since I've
yeah.
broken blood, does that mean I've made it in the club?
It does. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You have to bleed. It's one of those things. It's got.
I've broken blood. I've made it into the club. Thanks, Steve.
That's quite all right.